Hello. Happy Tuesday. Hey. Oh, hope everybody's having a good day. And I'm going to do a few pages of Greek now. That's what I do on Tuesdays. And I think we got one more chapter on bodies. Okay, we'll do this. Pater, father. Yep, we know that one. Mater, mother. Papas, pa, papa. This is all adding up. Mama, or ma, or Maya, mama. Yep, those are sounds children make. Hey, Roz. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for looking. Thanks for popping in. Sark's flesh and effare he devoured. So that is where we get the word sarcophagus. Flesh eater. Delightful. That's what a tomb does. Phalanx, the gullet. Right? Yeah, sure. Humos, juice, or chyme. I don't know what chyme is. Confessions. Don't know what these were. Chyme. This is gross. The thick, semi-fluid mass of partly digested food that has passed from the stomach to the duodenum. Gross. Kulos. So that is not like a happy juice word. That's a body juice. Alright, so what is kule? Kulos. Milky bodily fluid consisting of lymph and fat in the formed in the small intestine. Bodies are gross. I appreciate them, but they're gross. Pancreas. I like how they define it as the sweetbread. Okay. Yeah, bodies are gross. Mesenterion, the mesentery. I don't know what mesentery is either. Okay, I mean lipids are fat particle, right? Mesentery. An organ. I didn't even know I had one of these. That attaches the intestines to the posterior abdominal wall. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, bodies are bodies in a certain sense, so. Yeah, not wrong. I'm wondering, since they gave a different definition of pancreas, word pancreas comes from the Greek pan and kreos, flesh. That's not helpful at all. So what I'm trying to figure out is if in Greek, pancreas can actually just mean like sweetbread and not the organ. Ugh. I think I'm going to assume it means the organ. but we'll see, I guess, what the sentence sounds like. Sorry. Colon. Okay. Yep. Pollo, I make. Poema, a thing made. A poem. Yeah, Greek is very Greek right now. Yeah, so that ma ending, part of the ending is telling you that it's a neuter thing of whatever verb it's attached to. So it's a poiema, which is the made thing. And poietes. Taste is the person suffix, the person who does the making. So poet, maker. Okay. Oh, winter air. Super dry. We even got like a big humidifier unit to put in the middle of the house. Hopefully it's helping. Ho leon e phage ten sarka tu anthropu. The lion eats the flesh of the human. Cool. Glad. Oh, okay, good. It does want me to use the past. That makes a lot more sense. My brain. Like, I read e phage, and I'm like, huh, that looks like the past tense. But why would they give me the past tense in the definition? But it literally reads he devoured. So yeah, they just for whatever reason gave me the past tense. I'm gonna get rid of that. And now we can see the whole page. So the lion, and the reason that I knew it was the past tense, or I suspected but doubted myself because it's been years since I've studied Greek, is that epsilon at the front. The epsilon is a past marker. It's a temporal marker. Right. He pharynx age eiston stomachon. The pharynx, gullet leads to the stomach. Entoi stomachoi humos esti. In the stomach is this gross fluid. Undigested food. Partially digested food. That's what we learned. Partially digested food. Which is true. But it's the bodies are gross. To hepar kai to pancreas poie ton kulon eis kulon. The liver and the pancreas make the partially digested food into a milky lipid substance. Yes, good. He gaster estin in toi mesenterioi. The gut is in the mesentery, I guess. Oh, hey, Steven. How you doing? Enjoy your lurk. I just want to read these sentences so I don't have to think about bodily functions anymore. Ho mikros pais lege ton patera papas kai pa. The small child says or calls words the father papas and pa. Hai mikrai korai legusi tas meteras mama kai ma. The little girls call the mothers mama and ma. Egune poie kala poemata poietes esti. The woman makes beautiful poems. She is a poet. Totally unrelated to anything else we had going on. So a little weird to have these words here, as Roz pointed out, but now we know they're important Greek words, so be glad we know them. Cat food. Alright, this'll be fun. Proper names. Proper names are super fun. I think there's 3 sections of these, which is what we'll do today. Because then, yeah, right, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll get to another small grammar section. So we'll break before we get to the grammar. I'm guessing you're saying hi to your brother, but hello again if you're saying hi to me. But speaking of Stephen, Stephanos, a wreath, crown. He gets first dibs in today's lesson. Philippos, a lover of horses. Philip. Alexandros, helper of men. The Alex part is defender, and Andros, man. Aner. Oh, good. We're getting the better word for man. Aner, which becomes andros in the genitive. And today, os aon, manly or brave, like Andrew. Petra, rock. Peter, upon this rock, build my church. Petros, also rock. We got lady rocks and stone. I don't know, just accept it. Okay, Greek. You really needed to differentiate something. And I guess we appreciate that. Nikolaos. I love that. I love the name Nicholas in Greek. Less so in, like, I mean, it's fine in Nicholas is a fine name, but Nikolaos, that's cool. That sounds cool. Conqueror of people, Nike being victory, Laos is people. Theophilus, know him from the Bible. Dear to God, Philos, dear, Theos, God. Timotheos, honoring God, Timothy. Timo, related to Time, honor, Theos, God. Theodoretos, God given. Theodora, because Dore is gift, giving, all related to that. Theo, again, God. Adelphos is brother, and Adelphe is sister, and Philadelphia is the city of brotherly love because it is Phil, which is love, and Adelphos, which is brother. All right, proper names may take the article, especially when names of famous persons or mentioned shortly before. So if you say ho Socrates, you're talking about the Socrates. Not just any Socrates. Oh, okay, interesting. So the author asterisked names that were often used as, or adjectives often used as names in Greek. Cool. Okay. Hi Gunaikes, poiousi Stephanon, toi Alexandroi. The ladies make a crown for Alexander. The Alexander. Alexander the Great, probably. Philippos esti pater tu Alexandru. Philip is the father of the Alexander. Alexander the Great. Nicolaus eche Petron intecere. Nicholas has a stone in his hand. Okay, I'm gonna bean somebody over the head with it. Pantes Andres Felusi tas meteras. All the men love the mothers. Their mothers, I guess. Real men love their moms. That's the vibe I'm getting here. O kakos adelphos eche kalein adelphein. The evil brother has a lovely sister. Nice. To poema tes adelphes tu Theophilu kalon esti. The poem of the sister of Theophilus is lovely. So we've got two genitives going on here, which isn't fun sometimes. So is it the poem of Theophilus of the sister? That doesn't make as much sense as the sister of Theophilus. So we're doing it that way. To make it more clear, what they could do is move the two Theophilu between the Tes and the Adelphes. So you know that that's kind of the unit. Stylistic advice. Take it or leave it. Timotheos, ho Theodoretos, phile tein kalein opsin tes metros. We're getting a lot of affection for mothers here. Don't look at me like that, Fudge. Timothy. We'll just say Timothy because for some reason I am tripping over this word. So Timothy, the God-given. So we're talking about some specific Timothy. We know that Theodoretos is modifying Timotheos, because it's in the nominative also. And we have this article here. Timotheos, ho Theodoretos. Timotheus, the one who is God-given, loves the beautiful sight of his mother. Philo tein Andrean opsin tu andros. I love the manly sight of the men. Probably brave sight. Like the men are out doing some sort of brave deed that we are watching. Olympics or something, whatever, beating each other up. Something like that. Alright, more proper names. Ah, yes, Georgos. George. Farmer. Husbandsman. That's a funny. This must be written by a British dude. That's such a funny husbandman. We don't use that term very much anymore. We still have the phrase animal husbandry, but I don't know if anybody uses that phrase anymore. Let's say a farmer. Ambrotos eon, immortal. Ambrose, related to ambrosia, the food of the god that we've probably heard of. Basileus, a king. Basil. Christophoros, bearer of Christ. Christopher. Eugenes, highborn noble Eugene. That's a family name on Punch's side, and so that's just going to be a reality I'm going to have to live with. Eustathes. So these are both adjectives. The eta is the masculine feminine form. The epsilon is the neuter. Steadfast, Eustace. I don't think I ever knew Eustace came from that. I don't know where Eustace. Yeah, I am, Punch. I'm glad I could summon you, I guess. To be fair, it's because Eugenes is one of our words today. Gregorio. Gregory, I keep watch. And I will say this always confuses me because I feel like Gregory and George should be related, and I don't know why. Because they may be the same letters, but they're all in a different order. So usually that means they're not actually related. But sometimes my brain, it's just like George and Gregory have like basically the same letters, so they're the same word. Brain, why are you doing that? Helene, the greatest beauty of Greek story. Seriously, they could have just said Helen. Like, Helene. Okay, cool. But I do understand why it's not. The Greeks debated what the etymology of the name Helen was. So of course he's not going to define it because we don't really know where the name Helen came from. Dorcas, which is kind of a funny name, but it's a common name. Meaning a gazelle, but it's just the name Dorcas. Kind of feel a little bit bad for the ladies named Dorcas. Greg Constanza, isn't that like a Seinfeld thing? Rode, rosebush. Rhoda, yeah, it's out. Penelope, faithful wife of Greek story. Yep, she's great. I don't know what her etymology is either. She might not have one either. Penelope. Pempo, to send. That's a good verb. Pompe, the sending. So these words are the same root. What we have here is, the epsilon in the verb and the omicron in the noun being a vowel shift to show that there's been a change in type of word. So, O Georgos, Andreos, kai Eustathes esti. The farmer is manly and whatever we decided that word was, steadfast. I'm like standing well because it's from sto stare. Okay, that's the Latin version of it. But sta to stand and well. So that farmer can stand real well. Theophilos esti Christophoros kai phile ton logon tu theo. Theophilus is a Christ bearer, and he loves the word of God. Well, that's very nice. Penelope, Gregore toi andri, kai eche kalon paida. So Penelope keeps watch for her husband, and has a beautiful son, Telemachus. We're probably not going to learn his word for a while because Telemachus. Not sure there's any English words. I mean, the parts of it. It means far battle. Telos, meaning like far or the end point. And then Bacchus, the fight. But not sure we'll get his name. Kale he Helene kai Ambrote posta poemata lege. So Helen is beautiful and godlike, right? Immortal. Well, I get. We won't get into what happens to Helen after this, after the Trojan War. We'll just translate the sentence. As the poems say. True enough. O basileus estin eugenes, kai acque pantas tus calus logus. Fine addresses. I'm glad that they glossed that word. I'm like, beautiful words. Ton andron. So the king is well born, and he hears all the fine addresses of the men. Okay. Rode kai Dorcas pempusi tois paisin anthema ech tes Rhodes. That's almost a trick. So Rhoda and Dorcas send flowers from the rose bush to their children. Ha megas basileus eche elephantas en te pompe. The great king, which might be the king of Persia, has elephants in the procession. Alexandrus pais esti tu basileos Philippou. Why are all the words in the genitive? I don't understand what you want me to do. It's Alexander's in the nominative and I forgot. Alexander's is in the nominative and I forgot. Good job. Alexander is the son of the King Philip. So that case, not the Persian king, the Macedonian king. But a lot of Athenian texts, when you see Ho Basileos, the king, they mean the Persian king. Okay, last section. The Sibula, the Sibyl, prophetess, mostly hang out in Italy. Phoebe, a name of Diana, the bright one. Phoebe, but Phoebe in Greek, which is much more fun to say. Eunice, fair victory. Well, Nike victory. Yes, okay. Doron, gift. Theos, God. We've seen that about 1,000 times. I know that one now. So Dorothy, Dorotheos. Yeah, you get it. God gift. Katharos, on. Pure, clear. Catherine, maybe also related to catheter. Hagnos. Oh, that's an important rough breathing mark there. Hagnos on chaste. Like Hagia Sophia, holy. Right. They say Agnes. Agnes is Evangelion? Evangeline, but just the gospel. Good news. Irene, peace. Irene, that's a really pretty name. I like that one. Irene. Selene, the moon. Selena. Zoe, life. Zoe. Sophia, wisdom. Sophia. Agathos, on, good. Margaritas. Oh, I forgot margaritas means plural. Pearl, sorry. Margaritas. Abstract nouns take the article. Yes, they do. Okay. Hologos thezois estin euangelion tois anthropois. The word of life is the good news for men. A little theologically unclear, but we can go with it. He Sophia, tu theou, estin irene tois agathois. The wisdom of God is peace to men of goodwill. Okay, that one I stretched a little bit. But peace to the good. So, close enough. Uniche ege calus kai megalus margaritas. Margaritas. Um, so, anyway, I got distracted getting my margaritas, as I often do. Fair victory has beautiful and great pearls. Okay. Oh, derp. I was taking things a little too metaphorically. This time they mean the lady Eunice actually has pearls that are beautiful and large. I was like, ah, yes, nobly winning a war. Fair victory is a good thing. No, that's not what we're talking about. He selene kale estin al hos os ho helios. The moon is beautiful, but not like the sun. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. Oh, and for number 3, your hint to take it as Eunice and not fair victory is because there is no article. Because you do not need to use an article with proper names. Okay. Sibula pempe doron toi basile. The Sibyl sends a gift to, or it's probably again Sybil, the name, sends a gift to the king. Kai kalai gunaikes, katharai ac kai hagnai. The beautiful ladies are pure and chaste. He irene tes cardias doron theu esti. The peace of the heart is a gift of God. Okay, yeah, sure, I can respect that. Tis pempe margaritas toi foibe. Who sends pearls to Phoebe or Diana? It could be either one. It's got the article, so it's a famous Phoebe, Phoebe. Maybe they mean Diana. Someone left a sacrifice, not a sacrifice of pearls. That'd be a little weird, but offering. That's the word. Although the word sacrifice just means to make sacred, so you don't really have to slaughter something for it to be a sacrifice. It's just in the ancient context. That's kind of what we're used to. All right. Well, that was fun. Yeah, the names are fun. I enjoy that. I don't have to think about body parts. What's going on here? So next time, yeah, 22nd, we're like 25% of the way through, right? And hopefully we're making some progress. Yeah, making progress. So we will talk about pronouns next time, which is not going to be fun for anybody, nor will these endings. And then we're not kind of back to body parts. It might just be a review, recapitulatory. Okay. Then the home. That's nice. Oh, there's a lot of sentences in that one. Oh no, it's because I got this digression in the middle. That'll be fun. Alright, well, thanks for joining me today. It's always a pleasure. So I will be back next week with home and pronouns, which is not fun. We'll get through. And yeah, keep an eye. I'll probably do another one or maybe even two um Pentasian streams because I do need to finish that in 3 months before my free trial runs out. So you can expect me to try and get in at least 1 or 2 streams of that a week. Um, thanks for putting up with the audio for that. You gotta make do with what you got. So, all right, everybody, have a good night, and I'll see you.